What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Fact versus Fiction. I'm your host, Jax. All right. But today, it's my day. Today is my day. It's my coming out the coochie day. Happy birthday to me. All right. So for today's video, all right. If you don't know, you about to find out.
Guys, so yep, I really lost my job. Within less than 24 hours after me submitting my appeal, they denied it. And in the email, they said, you can respond to the previous email that you received explaining the reason why you were activated. I never got the email. So last night, I contacted one support agent. We sat on the phone for 25 minutes, and then she transferred me to the community response team. The person on the community response team told me that was the highest team I could get to. There's literally nobody else she could transfer me to. I could hang up the phone and call back and then get transferred to the community response team again. So I sat on the phone with her for another 25, 30 minutes. And she told me that she couldn't tell me. There's no way that they could tell me with the reason why I just lost my job.
If you don't know what's going on, this young lady right here, whatever she goes by, I don't know her name. Whatever, it doesn't matter. All right. So, like she said, she lost her job. She was doing DoorDash. The reason why she lost her job is because while she was DoorDashing, she was recording. She was recording, and the customer ended up falling asleep in the living room, and apparently the door was cracked. She opened the door, and while he was asleep, he didn't have his pants or underwear on. So she recorded it and then posted it, trying to think she was going to say that he SA'd her or whatever. So she had a whole story time about it. That video ended up getting deleted. TikTok gave her a couple strikes, and she tried to, like she said, make an appeal for it. And she ended up, that customer and her ended up getting removed off of the DoorDash app. So now that we're all caught up, let's go ahead and watch this other video and see what she has to say furthermore.
You guys, my account is currently at risk of being banned because I had to explain my story one time, right? They took the video down and gave my account a strike. So I explained my story again and censored the video that I have just so they can't take it down for the same reason. They took it down for the same reason again, and now my account has a second strike. Guess what? If I get one more strike, I'm banned from TikTok. So not only did I get assaulted 3 days ago on October 12th on Sunday, I then lost my job. The police are doing nothing. And if I get one more account strike on TikTok, my account's done. This is a man's world. I'm the victim. Remember? I'm the victim. They took down my video. They were going to have to pay me for my second story time because that was over a minute long. They were going to have to pay me for all those views I got. So nope, they took that right down. They took that right down. Absolutely not. They're not paying me for that. Nope.
I mean, in what world would you be the victim when you yourself went and recorded yourself opening up that man's door and essentially trespassing into his home, and because you saw his junk, you weren't SA'd. You were a victim of your own stupidity because of the fact that you weren't supposed to open his door. Even if it was a little bit cracked, doesn't mean, hey, open the door and let yourself in. You are a DoorDash driver. You are supposed to leave your their food at the door. Doesn't matter if they're asleep or not. There's been times where I fell asleep and I've ordered DoorDash. Ain't nobody coming in my house. They leave the food right there, and I wake up and I get the food. Okay, they left it, took a picture, whatever. That's what you're supposed to do. Take the picture to verify that you actually dropped off the food. You didn't do that. Instead, you decided to go into this man's house, record the man while he has on no pants and while he's sleeping, and say you're the victim. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Days ago, October 12th, 2025, I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver. Excuse me if you've already seen this. This is my third time posting this because TikTok keeps silencing me and taking my videos down and giving me strikes. So if I get one more strike, you guys, I'm just letting you know right now my account is going to be banned. So I'm going to try to word this as chill as possible to avoid getting this video striked. So on October 12th, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open. Their lights were on. And they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants.
All right. In the first video, well, not the first video, but in a previous video, which is now deleted, you can see the door was cracked. The lights were on. She opened the door. She admits to herself that she did open the door and recorded him. Again, that's on you. There's no essay going on. He didn't touch you. There's no public indecency or exposure or whatever because he's in his own house. But let's go.
Underwear pulled down to their ankles and they were indecently exposed to me. I got this on video and I'm not even going to be posting the video clip anymore because I'm pretty sure that's what's getting me the strikes. But yeah, I reported it to DoorDash, and DoorDash did ban the customer. And then 2 days later, DoorDash banned me, which doesn't seem unrelated. I appealed, and they were supposed to respond to my appeal within 7 to 10 business days. They didn't even provide me a reason for my deactivation. They're supposed to send an email. They didn't. So I contacted support, and they told me to continue with my appeal without knowing a reason why. There's an option to select, don't know why I was deactivated, and then you still have to explain yourself. So I did. And within 12 hours afterward, they had already denied my appeal. So I'm really never getting my DoorDash account back. DoorDash deactivated me. DoorDash punished me for exposing my assaulter. And TikTok is currently punishing me for exposing my story time. And this is the only justice I'm getting because I also reported this to the police and the police are doing nothing. So what? You're going to take down my videos and give me strikes and just expect me to be like, oh.
He didn't assault you. He didn't put his hands on you. You went into his place of living. You opened that door. You seen what you seen. He was in his own home, comfortable, sleep, whatever. But regardless if the lights were on or off, you trespassed. He didn't assault you. You over here playing a victim, like he touched you, like he, essayed you or whatever. No, that's not the case. If you did file a report, that's a false report because nothing happened to you. And in this case, if this was reversed, that man would have been locked up. That man would have been locked up in 2.5 seconds. If this was reversed, this would have been considered revenge porn or something of that nature. Hopefully, this guy sees the video. Hopefully, he sees it and he sues because it's crazy. And hopefully he can get his account back because that wasn't his fault. Him falling asleep, he could have been tired, whatever. But maybe he didn't realize he didn't close the door all the way, but still, get hey, this is on her. This is her stupidity. This is her ignorance. You can't go around here trying to be a victim when you did this to yourself. You play stupid games and you win stupid prizes.
First thing I would do is I would press charges against this DoorDasher. So I was someone who saw her original video before it was either deleted or taken down by TikTok, whatever happened. And in the original video, she said that the door was cracked and she pushed it open. That's breaking and entering. That's criminal trespass. So yeah, I would file charges against her. I would also then file secondary charges against her for filming his naked body while he's in his own home and then posting it on the internet. I mean, at this point, she's a peeping Tom. I would get a really, really, really aggressive lawyer and try to go after her for also revenge porn. A really, really aggressive lawyer can make that case because she says that the only reason she filmed was so that she would have proof for DoorDash that it happened. So why didn't you send the video to DoorDash? Why did you choose to post the
it.
video
Come on.
on social media? You were looking for attention, ma'am.
Yo, if there's a video of her, we got to see that content. I try to look for it, by the way. I can't find that one. But if she cracked that door, oh, she's cooked.
You were looking for a moment. You wanted to be a victim in
Yep.
that moment. I would get a really, really aggressive lawyer if I was that customer
Yep.
and go after her
Pop
for
off.
these criminal charges.
Yep.
Now, in one of her videos, she mentioned that the police aren't doing anything about it. I don't know if she filed a police report or not, but if she did file a police report, I would also try to get her on falsifying a police report. Because just like she came on the internet and tried to say that you SA'd her, I'm sure she wrote that. If she did file a police report, I'm sure she wrote that on the police report as well. So that's not true. So you need to get her for that as well. I mean, every charge you can get her on, get her on. I would go after her for everything. Any criminal charge you can get on this girl, I would get on this girl. Next, I would go after DoorDash. Now, DoorDash is likely going to settle with you. They know that what she did was wrong, hence the reason why they deactivated her account immediately.
Yeah.
They know what she did is wrong. I would sue DoorDash. They're likely going to settle with you. And then DoorDash should turn around and sue her. And then you should turn around and sue her. Now, she doesn't have anything, clearly. She's driving DoorDash. Sue her anyway. Collect money from her for the rest of her life if you have to. Get a judgment against that girl and collect on her judgment. Any job she goes to work at, you start collecting. Garnish her wages. I fear that this is where we have come to in society, where we have to start making examples out of people. Gen Z wants to be victims. They are the only generation of people that want to be victims. Okay, she was looking for a moment. She wanted to be a victim, which is why she accused you of SA. First of all, it can't be assault if there was no touch involved.
Yeah.
So I don't even know where she got the assault part from. And then I see other Gen Zers like, okay, well, maybe it was an assault, but it was harassment. It's not harassment either. He was inside his home. She pushed the door open. She was told to leave that food at the door. Had she just left the food at the door and walked away, none of that would have ever happened. She would have never even seen that. I also see some Gen Zers on the internet saying, well, it was at least indecent exposure. No, it wasn't. In order for it to be indecent exposure, it's required that you be in public. It's required that you be somewhere where you know other people will see you. He's inside his own home.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is that as well. Also, I would say the fact that, like, even if she tried to, or if he did sue or whatever, just because she's a female, the consequences, they're not as equal as it is. Like, if this was a man doing it, and he would obviously get put in jail right away and probably get like a year or two in jail and be labeled an S offender or something of that nature. This being a woman, if he does sue, she'll most likely get like, if he does sue and if, you know, the charges stick or whatever to some extent, she'll probably get like 60, 90 days in jail or whatever, on top of being on probation for like maybe 3 years. And then if you're lucky, also being an S offender, but it being like, again, her being a female, that's like the most punishment she's gonna get. But if it was a dude, again, he's probably gonna get like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years of in jail, on top of having like a 5-year probation, and then also being a S offender and community service and fines or whatever. And you know, his name is going to be tarnished for the rest of his life. So the consequences are very different from men to women. But yeah, that's the end of this that part, right? So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Hit that like button. You know what? It being my birthday, you know what? Guys, do me a favor. Send me $10. Send me $10. Send it to my Cash App. God dang it. Send me $10. I've been putting out some content for you guys this past year. You know, you guys been, I don't know if y'all been rocking with me like that. I'm just saying, God dang. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, don't do that. For real though, for real, I gotta say thank you to those who have subscribed, to those who have been watching, to those who do engage with the content. I appreciate y'all. You know, even though it's not a big channel and I have like 300 subs and 318 subs, you know, I appreciate every single one of y'all for who do stick around, who do watch, who do like the videos, who do comment. You know, we might not agree, and that's okay. But I appreciate it. I love y'all. Y'all, y'all keep me going when I don't feel like going. Y'all make me want to, do content and everything like that all the time, every time. And you know what? So for my birthday, do me a favor. Just hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe, share with your friends and family. All right. Do all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next video. And guess what? If you're not there, then you are square. So till next time, peace.
Turn his TV off, turn his TV off, turn his TV off, turn his TV off.